Hey my friends, it is me, Militant Ginger. It is May 1st, 2017. I'm sorry, it has been ages since I did my last video. I should have done a video for on Friday with my official 11-week weigh-in. I even got up and I even recorded with my little iPhone what I weighed. It's just been a crazy week, so I have not had time to do anything. Last week my wife started working overnight shifts, which is great. She's really excited about that. It was tough though, because she gets back after I'm meant to have left work. So we had a friend who came out and is helping like babysit, put the kids in the bus and stuff like that, but it was tough. It was really tough for me, and I know it's tough for her as well, because you know she hasn't worked for 4 or 5 years, and then she's doing overnight shifts out of everything, which is great. It's a really good match for her because it's a nursing job, but it was a tough transition. She's off tonight doing it as well. Anyway, that was one of the reasons why last week was tough and I just didn't have time to do a video. This weekend was pretty busy as well with stuff, but here I am. So let me cover all the basics. So intermittent fasting. This Friday I weighed myself and I had gained 1/10 of a pound, but basically I just flatlined. Which, given how stressful last week was, like I wasn't getting enough sleep, I wasn't eating right or anything like that, I think that's pretty good going. This weekend I went a bit OTT and crazy. Yesterday especially, I had my buddy out, my wife cooked and we drank lots, and this morning, today when I went to work, I had for the first time ever in my time I've been intermittent fasting a hangover. And I felt I was dragging all day. And I will admit, for the first time ever, I failed at intermittent fasting. Because at 1 o'clock, I was like, you know what, can't do this anymore. I feel like crap. I have to go and eat. So I went to Muya and I got a burger and it was amazing. Then I came home and I had a bacon sandwich for dinner. And I just cooked myself another dinner. So, yeah, today we're just going to chalk off as a bad one. Tomorrow I'm going to jump back into intermittent fasting, waiting until 5 to eat. I think that's going to be great. Maybe it was good just to have a day where I like fall off the wagon. So that explains why it's nearly 10:30 and I'm still drinking Sam Adams Boston Lager, which is good stuff. America has many fine beers, and I don't think Sam Adams Boston Lager is the best. But then again, I'd say it's my favorite. If nothing else, just from a purely nostalgic point of view. When I first arrived in America in November 2001, this is the first beer I ever had in America. Back in Europe, I was like, oh, Americans with their Budweiser, all their beers shitty. Came to America, I had one of these. This is when Sam Adams was still pretty small, and had it. I was just like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Because it's got like the full character and richness of like a real ale, but then it's got the fizziness and the lightness of a lager. It's just brilliant. It's better than anything they have in England. And one thing I've learned, I really appreciate, Budweiser actually, for their sins, introduced this word, drinkability. Drinkability is when you have a beer, and you have all these American IPAs and stuff like that, and they're hot to hell, and you drink them and it's like, and that's great, and I went through years where I loved American IPAs. But the fact is, when you have really strong flavor, after a while it just gets too much. Drinkability is where you have a distinctive flavor profile, but it's not overpowering, so you don't ever get sick of it. You can drink it again and again and again. And like Boston Lager is perfect. It's hoppy and malty, but not so much so that I couldn't drink gallons and gallons and gallons of it. So normally I'm a lager lout. I like Stella Artois and Neroni and stuff like that. But Sam Adams is like perfect. Anyway, I digress. What can I tell you about things in general? Well, 11 weeks into intermittent fasting. It's also 11 weeks into all these other life hacks I'm doing, like cold showers and stuff like that. It's amazing. I look at how much my life has transformed. I mean, I'm now down 15 pounds. I'm kicking butt at work. The most exciting thing, the thing I'm really excited about, is the fact that I have started to turn my writing business around. In 2015, I made crazy money doing it. 2016, I don't know, I was depressed or something like that. I just did nothing, and my writing business went nowhere. This year, I'm just doing some basic stuff and getting back into it. The real thing is just to write, and publish, and as long as you keep writing and you keep publishing, you can be successful. I mean, I'm lucky enough because I've been writing for years, and I have a background in marketing and advertising, so I know how to write a decent book, and I know how to get a decent cover and write a decent blurb and market it effectively. So I'm definitely not the best when it comes to those things, but I'm definitely a cut above the average. So as long as I do the basic things of writing on a regular basis, I know I can be successful at this, and so I am really going to plug away at it. Boom, boom, boom. The most exciting thing today, I hit publish on my 120,000 word spy novel. I have some Facebook advertising lined up. This could be a game changer. This could be a game changer. I often think the law of attraction, like you envision what you would like to do for a living, and I used to be like, you know what? I just want to write spy books for a living. And maybe this is the thing. Maybe this is where I become like Mark Dawson with his John Milton books, and I give up my sordid corporate life and just write spy books all the time. I'm sorry if you hear that whining. That's our poor dog Ruby. She went to get spayed today. She's got a big cone on, and she's feeling very, 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 very sorry for herself. Okay, so writing business is going well. So now work is continuing. It's funny, I think my next non-fiction book, I've now written a book on intermittent fasting, and I will definitely share it here when it goes live. My next book is going to be about all these life hacks and things like that, because I always had trouble with procrastination and focus and time management and things. I've really made amazing inroads, so I want to write a book about the things that I did to make that work for me. And really simple processes, and I think they would work for a lot of people. Aside from that, I'd say one last thing I've noticed. This week, it wasn't just stressful because my wife was working for the first time. It was also stressful. There was a weird situation going on with some of our friends and things like that, which I can't really go into because it's kind of crazy. But I did notice something really interesting. We were chatting to a friend of ours, and we kind of encouraged him to send a text message that was a bit outrageous, expecting he wouldn't get any result from it, and he did. And I tried sending somebody an outrageous text message, and it worked positively. And it made me realize that so much in life, when you interact with people, is counterintuitive. That we think we'll only succeed if we behave a certain way and keep decorum and things like that. But actually, people appreciate boldness and frankness, and sometimes even being outrageous. So I noticed that, and that made a big change. And I don't know. I think it's something else I'm definitely going to jot down as things that I've learned. Anyway, I haven't really said much of interest. I'm going to go. I feel guilty because this poor doggy is whining. I'm going to go and give her a hug. But I will make a better video very soon. Keep a lookout, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye.